So we're going to start standing up with our feet hip distance apart. And just put your hands anywhere on your body that you're feeling drawn to place your hands on. And just take a couple breaths. And as you're breathing in and out, just be aware of softening your belly, softening your jaw, letting your feet soften as they're touching the ground, as they're supporting you, as you are standing on them. And then you can place actually both hands on your womb if they're not already. Your womb space, please. And just take some nice breaths into your womb, saying hello to your womb this morning. And from your womb, anchoring down, create an anchor straight from your womb, right down, grounding you into the earth. And this is your release valve. So I may have said this, but I'm going to say it again. You may have heard me say this. If there's one thing as the feminine that you could remember that we need to do that's essential to our happiness, well-being, health, vitality, creativity, and inspiration, is to let go. And so just kind of scanning and asking yourself the question, honestly, how are you at letting go? Are you pretty good at letting go? Do you have a hard time letting go? Are you one of those energetic pack rats or even just physical pack rats? And just scanning your space. How are you at letting go? Because the feminine is a vessel. That energy, when we're really in our high creative space, energy is moving through, flowing, coming in and going out, coming in and going out. The feminine is always in movement or flow, ideally. There's always something receiving, and there's always something being given or released. So just breathing, and as you're breathing into your womb, place one hand on your heart, and let that heart soften. Let your shoulders soften, your heart soften. Relaxing. So you're muted. Everyone's muted. So you can make sounds. Let your heart start to feel buoyant in your chest as you give it more room. And with one hand on your heart, one hand on your womb, just saying hello to your feminine presence. your intention, your desire to be present and to access the wisdom of your feminine, of your female body. And go ahead, I'm going to ask you some questions, and as I do, I want you to let the energies of the answer just kind of arise in you. What energy, who are you holding that is blocking your connection to your feminine essence? And just let that energy, that person's, that consciousness just kind of arise in you. We all could access our feminine energy even more. We're always growing, we're always changing, we're always releasing. So just getting a sense that if I were to get into greater communion with my feminine energy, what would I have to release? What is in the way of me accessing more of my feminine energy? And just let that energy come out, come up. And then I want you to be aware of the light that is pouring into your body. And let this light flood your body, releasing this block. Clearing this block throughout all time, throughout all space. Not through effort, but by letting light in, letting more light just radiate into your body. You're going to release whatever block is in the way of you having more of your feminine juice, your feminine power, your feminine essence, your feminine light. Good. And just let it go. Releasing this block throughout all time and throughout all space. Future, present, past. Good. Breathing. And then letting your feminine energy get big, let your feminine essence, find your feminine essence within your core, please. And just let it get big. Let it expand, let it grow. And as you start to invite your feminine essence to expand, start to move your hips, please. Your feminine essence, like I said, is always moving. So just start to let your body move. You might keep your feet planted if you want, and just move those hips. Start to move those arms, allowing your feminine essence to move through the cells of your body, the bones of your body, your blood, your organs, your tissue. Feminine energy is radiant light. So just as you're moving, as you're allowing feminine energy to expand, you're letting light from the inside expand through your body. Moving your body in any way that feels opening, that feels good. Do a couple wags of your tail, please, your tailbone. curling your pubic bone forward and then sticking your tailbone out behind you, wagging your tail forward and back. And round, any way that feels good. So the feeling of light in your body is love. When you have a lot of light expanding from your core outwards or from in the universe coming in, that feeling of light is love. So say hello to your heart and say hello to your energy of love. And say hello and asking your body, what is blocking my experience of greater love? What is blocking my ability to feel greater love in my body? And just let that answer, whatever it is, arise. We're not going into the stories of it. We're just going to let that energy arise. And then I want you to just let more light pour in to your body, releasing that block throughout all time, throughout all space. Inhaling more light into your body, releasing whatever is in the way, whatever is blocking your greater expression, your greater experience, your greater feeling of love. Can you let yourself feel love more? So releasing any numbness, anywhere that you learned to be numb in your heart, just letting the numbness come out and letting the light blast that block of numbness, radiating numbness, releasing the numbness throughout all time, throughout all space. As you just let more light pour into you, more light pour into you. And the feeling of light is love. So, replacing the story that maybe you can't feel love as much or you're shut down or whatever story it was that you're releasing, replacing it with you deeply feel love. I deeply feel love. And you can say that out loud. I deeply feel love. And let your heart open. Let it grow. Let the energy of love circulate through your skin, through your body. It's one of the most healing energies on the planet. This is the reason for every season. This is the reason for everything, is this feeling of love. This energy of love is what all of creation exists within. This feeling, this energy of love is the framework for our human experience. So when you give yourself permission to feel more love and have more love for no reason at all, you become a master. You become more proficient at this creation game. Love. Love is the fuel of your creative juice. What do you love in your life? Think about that. Who do you love in your life? Think about that and let your love grow. Let it expand outwards from your heart towards the people you love, towards the things that you love. Any acknowledging, noticing, asking yourself the question, where am I confused in relationship to love? Any confusion, any I don't know? I don't know is just a stuck energy in people's space. It's a block. Whenever you're in this, I don't know, it's a very disempowering block. So releasing any I don't know energy around your love and letting more light come in. The light is releasing the block. So letting light just come in and infuse through any, I don't know, confusing energy. Letting light come in. You're just pouring light into your body. Releasing all confusion of your heart throughout all time, throughout all space. Releasing any confusion within your heart, within your ability to love, throughout all time, throughout all space. As you receive light, clearing, opening the pathways of love. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Whenever I hit more heart energy, whenever I feel more heart energy in my body, it's like angels singing. It is. It always is. It's like, oh, this is the reason. Can you let this feeling of love, this feeling of light, feel good? And thinking about what you're creating. Everyone's creations are connected to their passion. Everyone's creations that you're working on are connected to your heart energy. Very much. This is how a creatrix creates. We create from our love that translates into passion. Love translates into passion. If you don't have a great connection with your desires and your passions, you need to stoke the fire of love. So saying hello to your passion in relationship to what you're creating. Can you love it? If it's a business or a book or a painting or a project or whatever it is, a class, love it. You can see it, and I want you to infuse light into your project, your creation. See it and infuse light. Just imagine light from the universe coming into your project. Imagine light from your core moving into your project. The feeling of light is love. So then once you infuse light into your project, feel the love for this baby that you're manifesting, this baby that you're creating. Feel the love for it. It's so important when we come up against our resistances and our struggles and the bleeps and the hard part, the labor of birthing, to feel the love. I remember my midwife saying, you're going to get the best prize at the end of this. And that helps to be able to go through some of the growing pains, some of the resistance. Our joy, our pleasure, our love can swiftly move us through spaces and places of resistance and hardship. In any area of your life, it can. Even when there's struggle and suffering and hardship, really, really feeling the tender aspects of love. Just be aware of your presence in your heart. Be aware of light just pouring into your body from the universe. Saying hello to your self as an infinite being of light. You are an infinite being of light. Say hello to that boundlessness within you. And to do that, I want you to be aware of yourself as light. I want you to move. We did this on another call. I want you to expand your light from inside your body, surrounding your body. Expand your light from surrounding your body to filling the room. Expand your light to fill your house, the building you're sitting in, fill your block. Keep expanding your light, pushing it out, pushing it out, pushing it out, pushing it out to your neighborhood, to your town, pushing it out, expanding through all of it. You are infinite light. Expand your light throughout your county, throughout your state, throughout the country. Expand your light. Big. You are big. You are powerful, radiant, infinite light. Expand it throughout the world, around the world. Expand it out into the universe, encompassing the moon. Expand it out towards the sun, towards the planets, way out towards Venus and Mars and Saturn. Keep going, expanding, expanding your infinite radiant light until you touch into source, until you touch into the oneness of all radiant light. You are infinite radiant light, and so is everyone else. Touch into that edge of source and feel your connectivity with everything. Oftentimes when we're stuck, we have to expand beyond what we think we're capable of. We have to reframe who we are. And so moving and living from yourself as infinite light can really empower you and help you move through the resistances and the struggles of being a physical body in human form on this planet. Don't forget you are radiant, infinite light. Moving in any way. And just for a moment, take your feet a little bit further than hip distance. Take your arms straight out, but up at a diagonal, kind of like a star. So your limbs are going out in all four directions. Your head is reaching up towards the sky. Your tailbone is sinking down. And just access yourself as infinite light at the edge of the universe. At the edge of the universe, I want you to connect into the ocean of creation. Connect your infinite light. Stream it. Connect into the ocean of creation. Let it move through the ocean of creation. Let your infinite light merge within the ocean of creation. And as you are merged in this ocean, be aware of the light pouring into your body, releasing any blocks in your ability to manifest your life the way you want it to be. Any blocks in relationship to your ability to manifest. Manifest money, manifest your passion, manifest whatever you want. And I want you to be aware that you are in the ocean of creation. Light is streaming into your body, and I am instructing your body to release the block that is in the way of you manifesting more in this life. And the light is streaming in, and the block is being cleared throughout all time, throughout all space. Any blocks in your manifesting. What is blocking you from manifesting your passion? Releasing that block by radiant light streaming in. Good. And then take your arms down, put one hand on your heart, one hand on your womb space, please. Bring your awareness right in to your core. Drop your awareness all the way down into your womb space. And then from your womb space, I want you to drop your hand over your yoni. cupping your vagina, holding your yoni, and one hand on your heart. Drop your energy all the way down from the infinite expansiveness from way out there. Come all the way down and bring your infinite radiant self all the way down into your yoni. You can reach back and cup the whole base of your body, your perineum and your anus. Stream in, imagine the radiant light streaming into your base and feeling your base, feeling your body. Finding stillness, finding peace. Noticing how your body's feeling as you released blocks. And then start to move your hands around your body, across your breast, down your sides, over your stomach, over your yoni, through your hips, your butt, massaging your body, rubbing your body with gentle, loving hands, caressing your body. And as you are feeling your body, as you are touching your body, drop into the sensation of pleasure, of enjoyment. Pleasure and enjoyment are the feelings that our infinite light translates into. When we are pouring infinite light into our bodies, when we are living from who we are as infinite beings, it translates as pleasure and joy in this human realm. So noticing if you have any resistance to fully embodying and dropping in more. Is there a letdown? Is there a resistance to coming down from your expanded infinite ocean of creation way out there and then dropping all the way back down into your crotch, into your base, into your humanness? Noticing any resistance, any blocks that you are holding to being more fully embodied. And asking, what blocks am I holding to being more fully embodied? To really, really letting the joy and light of who I am pour completely through this body. What blocks am I holding that are in the way of me fully embodying, bringing all my divinity into my humanity? Let those blocks arise, wherever they may be, whatever they may be, and start to just let the light of the universe just infuse, receive more light into your body. This light will move through and release these blocks throughout all time, throughout all space, releasing the blocks to you more fully embodying throughout all time, throughout all space. Releasing the blocks to you more fully embodying throughout all time, throughout all space. You are radiating, you are receiving the light of the universe, and the light is releasing the block. You are not. It is just being released for you as you receive the light throughout all time, throughout all space, so that you can fully come in and fully have your richness, your power, your wholeness, your divinity within every cell, every atom, every part of your body. through all of your emotions, through all of your love, through all of your creativity and power, you can fully embody your power, your strength, your radiant, infinite light. And just getting a number. If you as radiant, infinite light are 100, okay? How much of that 100 are you bringing into your body? Just get a number. And can you start to bring in all of it? Clearing the block from whatever number you have to 100. Whatever block is there, just letting more light infuse, whatever that block is, to you fully owning all of you as spirit in your life. Bringing it in, letting that block clear throughout all time, throughout all space, so that you are bringing in the fullest capacity of your soul, of your light, into your body, into this physical form, into this third dimension, physical reality. Pulling it in, drawing in more light as all the blocks clear throughout all time, throughout all space. And then go back to feeling your body. Feel your body. Feel your body. Feel your yoni. Feel your yoni. And start to let, as you're feeling your body, feeling your yoni, let yourself find your pleasure anchors. Where in your body feels good. The clitoris was designed for specifically this reason, so that you can feel good in your body. So find your clit through your clothes, whatever. If you're alone and you want to go for it, skin to skin, go for it. Your clitoris is specifically so that you can access your pleasure. A feeling of pleasure evokes love, evokes power, evokes creativity. Releasing any shame, any blocks in the way of you experiencing greater pleasure. What blocks do you hold? What is in the way of you feeling more pleasure in your body? What or who is in the way of you experiencing more pleasure in your body, of you feeling good in your skin? Let that block arise and start to stream in more light. Let more light just stream in to your body, to your consciousness, blasting out that block of whatever or whoever is in the way of you experiencing greater pleasure in your body. Releasing that block throughout all time, throughout all space. Releasing the block to you experiencing more pleasure in your body throughout all time, throughout all space. Past, present, future. Throughout all continuums, releasing that block. Streaming in more light, pouring it in through your body. I deeply feel, say this, I deeply feel pleasure in my body. I deeply feel turned on in my life. I deeply feel enjoyment and fun and pleasure in my skin. Own it. Create that new story. And move your body, or move your hands around your body. Move your hands around your body, down your legs. One of my main anchor points, pleasure anchors, is my wrist. Soft. I have to go, so getting a sense of the pressure of your touch, like I have to go soft over my wrist for it to feel really good. Like, that's just nice. So noticing, playing with your body, like where does it feel good and what is the pressure that you need? You know, for me to feel good in my hips, I need a lot of pressure in my butt. If someone just rubs my butt, I love it, but it still takes a lot of pressure. I need a lot of pressure there. So just playing with the pressure as you rub your body. Your neck tends to be a pleasure center for a lot of people. Your ears, your face, touching your face, touching your nose, your lips, your ears, your neck, your throat, your heart, your breath, your nipples. And as you're touching your body, as you're finding your pleasure anchors, your pleasure anchor is a spot that you can go to, and it could be during the day, it could be when you're driving in your car, it could be as you're in a meeting or on the phone or whatever, and you can just gently caress this part of your body, and it anchors you back into feeling good. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember as a little girl, and it's amazing because I see my kids doing it, and it's so natural that I remember as a little girl, I used to go to sleep every night with my hands in my crotch. And my 1-year-old daughter runs around with her hands in her crotch. She has found, and she giggles. She's like, we were designed to be able to access pleasure in our bodies all the time. How would your life be different if you grew up knowing and thinking and feeling that your genitals, that your yoni was actually for pleasure, to actually give you pleasure in your life anytime you want it, that it is your right, it is your birthright as a woman to feel good in your skin, that you can do that for yourself. Breathing and continuing to explore the body, finding more anchor points of pleasure. Letting more light come in, filling in, filling in, filling in. And when we feel pleasure, it softens us immediately. When we feel pleasure, it helps us release immediately. We can't feel pleasure and still be pent up. So if you have a hard time feeling pleasure, you might need to let go, soften, relax. And when we're in a dry spell in our lives, or when we're stuck or in resistance, more just like a dry spell where you can sit down anytime you want. It's really, really good to focus on deepening your relationship to pleasure. And because as we grow, as we embody more, we'll always come up to new edges. And then we need to explore and see what our new threshold is and release whatever block is in the way of our new threshold. So as you grow, you're always going to have a new block in a way. So really allowing those blocks to come up, letting more light come in to neutralize and radiate so that you can feel even more in your skin. This path, this time on this planet for the feminine is so much about calling in our light, calling in our infinite radiance into physical form, and then taking all of this information and this feel-good energy and this power and creativity that's humming through our bodies and doing our work from this place. So going and creating the content for our classes and going and connecting to the people we need to connect to and and writing our books and painting our paintings from this place? Can you be in an erotic, pleasure-filled place as you are creating? I bet you'll have a lot more fun. And to really use this as a tool, especially when you're struggling or when you're dry and you don't know what's next or you're stuck, to really, really, really access these pleasure places within us. So just gently place one hand on the heart, one hand on the womb. And thinking about in your life, what are the things that you do already to really tap you into this place of power and pleasure in your body? And if you have a notebook, you can write them down. So the things that you already do that help you access this place of pleasure and power and love, the feeling of love in your body. And, to not let anything be wrong or not okay. Like for me, clothes or, clothes, it really do it for me. Clothes really, if I'm really having a hard time, sometimes I just go look and buy something beautiful. And it just really helps to shift my energy a lot. Or I'll put on something that makes me feel beautiful. The feminine really loves to be beautiful. Light is beautiful. So if you want to enhance your experience of infinite light in your body, beautify. And releasing whatever block throughout all time, throughout all space, in relationship to your beauty. What is blocking you from experiencing more of your beauty as a woman in your body? What or who? Let that energy arise effortlessly. And then start to receive. Let the energy, the light of the universe come pouring in, releasing that block. You're just receiving more light as that block releases throughout all time, throughout all space. Releasing the block to you experiencing more of your beauty throughout all time, throughout all space, throughout all continuums, past, present, and future, so that you may be and live through your beauty, through your radiance, through your light. What else helps you feel beautiful, helps you feel pleasure and joy? Food, sex, dancing, our children playing, flowers, gardening. Jotting down, this can be your inspiration list or your pleasure-provoking list. It's so good to have a list of 100 things that make you feel good. The Lindt truffles at the Petaluma Market, white chocolate Lindt truffles, like, oh my God, those just make me feel good. Sitting down and meditating, I sat down and meditated for like 2 hours for that long. I haven't meditated that long in a long time, and I did it the other night, and oh my God, it was like the best self-nourishing bath I could ever imagine. Baths, oil, what else? Spray, incense, vacuuming my house just freaking gives me a sense of pleasure. Really, so writing the list for you really want to add to this list, let it grow. So the more we focus on what makes us feel good, what brings us pleasure, the more things bring us pleasure. And you want this list to be about 100 deep. So you really want to add to it. And as you go through your day, and if you focus on pleasure, you will find your pleasure increases. And what brings you pleasure increases. And this is how you create, one of the ways you create everyday magic, is you increase your capacity to experience pleasure. And how you increase your capacity to feel pleasure, experience pleasure, is you focus on what feels good. This is a way of rewriting your script, of filling in the space where your blocks once resided. If you release a block, like I can help you release a block today, but if you don't fill it in with a new script, you will just call that block back into you. So it's really about, it's so much more. Releasing blocks are actually relatively easy. It's the rescripting and repatterning for most people that is really hard. So really, 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 sometimes it's the block, but most of the time where people need to really work and focus is on the repatterning. So writing a new story and continuing to let your circuits, creating new pathways and new circuits for a new story. So focus on pleasure. That's one way to write a new story. Focus on what feels good. That's one way to write a new story. I think a great superpower would be to be orgasmo girl. Where you're just a walking orgasm. Like everything just brings you just this convulsion of pleasure and ecstasy. And it might, and it might be, and I've actually experienced that where, and it's not necessarily erotic or sexual, but it's just this wave that moves through my body of, ecstasy. It feels like ecstasy. Where your heart opens and you're just in this state of receptivity, receiving, being aware that the universe is constantly giving to you. What is in the way, or who is in the way of you receiving more of what the universe wants to give to you? What or who is in the way of you receiving more of what the universe wants to give to you? Let it come up in your consciousness, and then receive light. Let light in. Imagine the light of the universe pouring in to release that block. You don't have to do it. You just let light in. Let more light come infuse in as you are clearing the block to receiving more throughout all time, throughout all space, throughout all continuums, past, present, and future. Releasing your block to receiving more throughout all time, all space, all continuums, past, present, and future. Releasing your block to receiving more throughout all time, throughout all space, throughout all continuums, past, present, and future. Good. And what's your new story? I am orgasmo girl. I am walking sensation of pleasure. I feel great amount of pleasure in my body. I receive everything that is waiting to be given. I continually open to receive, to feel more pleasure, more joy. I am willing to soften. I soften to receive what is waiting to be given to me. And then it's about repetition, 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 repetition. Creating a new story takes repetition. Releasing a block is instantaneous, but creating creating a new pathway, a new story, takes repetition. Doing the same thing again and again and again and again. thinking the same thought again and again and again and again. That's why mantras are so important. Were so important because it helps you re-script, rewrite, open a new pathway, a new circuit of higher vibration. Everyone breathe. And just let more light in. You can create a stream of golden light. You can create a golden sun above your head, full of abundance. When we are in pleasure, when we are in our joy and feeling good in our bodies, we are in abundance. Like, yeah. When your list of what makes you feel good, what brings you pleasure, what turns you on is 100 long, you are in abundance. You are in a state of abundance. So really grow that list. Think about it. What makes me feel good? Oh, the color fuchsia. Putting on my fuchsia scarf. Yeah, that makes me feel good. Oh man, my spa robe when I get out of the bath. Yeah, that makes me feel good. Oh, flossing my teeth. Whatever. You really want to keep focusing on the little things that really enhance your sense of pleasure. And the more you focus on them, the more they'll grow. So bring in more pleasure through your golden sun. Receiving, opening, drinking, letting the energy flow through your vessel. Flow through your back, your genitals, and then also increasing your list of pleasure anchor points in your body of what feels good in your body. You want to focus on that. And the more you focus and explore your body for pleasure sensations, the more pleasure sensations there will become. Like when someone rubs my hands, oh man, it's like I have a hand orgasm. I'm going to be orgasmal girl, I've decided. Everyone could be orgasmal girl. We should be it. Maybe the next program's called Orgasmal Girl. Orgasmic woman. Fill in. Golden light. Throughout every cell, every chakra. All of your spaciousness within you filled with golden light. Bend over, touch your toes, open your eyes. Stretch, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Take some water.